The Taklamakan Desert, often called the Sea of Death, is one of the harshest and most unforgiving places on Earth. Its endless dunes stretch for hundreds of miles, and for centuries it has been a symbol of desolation and isolation. The scorching sun, relentless winds and shifting sands make survival here nearly impossible for most forms of life. Yet in the very heart of this arid expanse, something extraordinary has taken shape. A shimmering lake glistening under the desert sun now teems with millions of fish. The sight is almost surreal, a splash of vibrant life in a place where only sand and silence once reigned. This isn't a mirage or a fleeting illusion, but a bold scientific experiment, an ambitious attempt to transform a barren desert into a thriving, self-sustaining ecosystem. The project aims to challenge our understanding of what's possible in the world's most inhospitable environments. Fish, carefully selected for their resilience and adaptability, were transported from distant river systems. Now, they swim freely in waters where, not long ago, only endless sand stretched to the horizon. Their silvery bodies flash beneath the surface, a living testament to human ingenuity. The project faced intense skepticism from the start. How could delicate fish survive in such an extreme environment, with its alkaline soil, high evaporation rates, and dramatic temperature swings between day and night? Many doubted that life could take hold here. But driven by hope, determination, and scientific curiosity, the team pressed on. They carefully monitored water quality, adjusted salinity, and studied the fish's behavior, learning and adapting as they went. The presence of these fish is a bold gamble, a direct challenge to the desert's harsh realities. Each day, the fish survive and thrive is a small victory against the odds, a sign that life can find a way even in the most unlikely places. The desert, once seen as lifeless and unchanging, has become a living laboratory for ecological innovation. Here, scientists are rewriting the rules of what's possible, using creativity and technology to nurture new forms of life. The gentle lapping of water and the silent, graceful dance of fish beneath the surface tell a new story, one of transformation, resilience, and hope. The desert's silence is now broken by the subtle sounds of life. This is more than just fish in a desert. It's a daring experiment that tests the limits of our ability to create and sustain life in the most challenging places on Earth. It's about pushing boundaries and reimagining what deserts can become. The sight of thriving fish here is a powerful symbol of human ambition and the relentless pursuit of possibility. For local communities, it's a source of wonder and inspiration, a reminder that even the harshest landscapes can be transformed. The story of this desert oasis is only just beginning. As the sun sets over the shimmering water, the promise of new life in the Sea of Death stands as a beacon of hope for deserts everywhere. The motivation behind this project is both practical and visionary. It's not just about changing the landscape, but about reimagining what's possible in one of the harshest environments on Earth. The desert, once seen as a barrier, is now viewed as a canvas for innovation and hope. China aims to reclaim land and fight the relentless spread of the Taklamakan Desert. Every year, the sands threaten to swallow more farmland and villages, putting livelihoods and food security at risk. By creating lakes, the project increases local humidity, stabilizes weather, and encourages vegetation. These new bodies of water act as anchors for life, allowing plants and animals to thrive where none could before. It's a strategy to halt the desert's advance, not with walls but with water. Water transforms barren sand into fertile ground, creating a living barrier that pushes back against the desert's reach. Economically, the project opens new opportunities. Aquaculture brings jobs to local people, many of whom once struggled to make a living from the unforgiving land. It also brings fresh, nutritious food to once struggling communities, improving diets and health. Local markets now bustle with activity, selling fish that were once unimaginable in the desert. The desert fishery could transform local economies, integrating them into the national fabric. New infrastructure, roads, and businesses are springing up, connecting remote areas to the rest of the country. Scientists also see the lakes as a unique experiment, studying ecosystem dynamics in extreme environments. They're learning how life adapts and how humans can engineer resilience in the face of climate extremes. Lessons learned here could inform future efforts, even on other planets. The knowledge gained might one day help humanity survive and thrive in places as distant as Mars. There's also national pride. Turning the Sea of Death into a productive landscape showcases China's engineering prowess. It's a testament to what can be achieved with vision, determination, and collective effort. In a world facing climate change and resource scarcity, this project stands as a bold, innovative solution. It offers hope that humanity can adapt and even reverse environmental decline. It's a symbol of a nation willing to reshape its environment for future generations, proving that with creativity and resolve, even the most inhospitable places can be transformed into sources of life and prosperity. Moving millions of fish from river to desert was a logistical feat, requiring months of meticulous planning and coordination. The scale of the operation was unprecedented, involving dozens of vehicles and a dedicated team working around the clock to ensure every detail was accounted for. Scientists carefully selected hardy species, carp and tilapia, renowned for their adaptability, resilience, and rapid breeding cycles. These fish were chosen not only for their ability to survive in challenging conditions, but also for their potential to establish thriving populations in a completely new environment. The fingerlings were loaded into specially equipped trucks, each fitted with advanced oxygenation systems and temperature controls. These measures were vital to keep the fish healthy and stress-free during the long and arduous journey across harsh, arid terrain. The journey itself spanned thousands of kilometers, winding through vast stretches of desert. Every stop along the route was carefully planned, with teams monitoring water quality and fish health to ensure the highest chance of survival. Upon arrival at the desert lakes, acclimation became critical. Scientists gradually mixed the local lake water with the transport water, allowing the fish to adjust slowly and preventing the shock that could threaten their survival. Throughout this delicate process, biologists and experts closely monitored every stage, checking water parameters and fish behavior. Their expertise was essential in ensuring the highest possible survival rate for the new arrivals. Finally, the moment arrived. Workers gently released the fish into their new home, a striking landscape where sand met water and the future was uncertain. The fish swam cautiously into the unfamiliar oasis, beginning a new chapter in their lives. This moment marked the culmination of years of planning, collaboration, and hope. It was also the beginning of an unprecedented ecological experiment, one that could reshape the future of the desert itself. Now, the fate of the project rested on these aquatic pioneers. Their ability to adapt, survive, and thrive would determine the success of this bold vision, and perhaps inspire similar efforts elsewhere. If the fish could flourish, it would prove that even the harshest landscapes could be transformed, offering new hope for life in the world's most unlikely places. The release itself was silent, but deeply momentous, a testament to human ingenuity and the resilience of nature. As the sun rose over the desert lake, a new chapter began for both the fish and the desert, filled with promise, uncertainty, and the hope of transformation. Building a fishery in the desert required more than just water. Water was sourced from rivers and desalinated groundwater, using advanced technology to make it suitable for fish. Scientists seeded the lakes with plankton, creating a food web before introducing the fish. The lakes were designed with varying depths to provide refuge from heat and promote breeding. Their shape minimized evaporation, crucial in the desert climate. Sensors and drones monitored water quality and fish health in real time. Regular sampling allowed for quick interventions to keep the ecosystem balanced. Every detail was engineered to give the fish the best chance at survival. The desert fishery became a model of scientific management and innovation. The first months were a true test. Many fingerlings didn't survive the initial shock of the desert's unique water chemistry and temperature swings. Sandstorms increased water turbidity, making survival even harder. Scientists worried about the stability of the food web. Plankton populations could crash, risking starvation. The team monitored nutrients, sometimes adding fertilizers to stimulate plankton growth. It was a delicate balance. Too few nutrients meant starvation, too many risked toxic algal blooms. Despite setbacks, some fish adapted, learning to feed, seeking cooler depths, and forming schools. Mortality rates dropped as survivors adjusted to their new world. These small victories hinted that the impossible might be achievable. The desert fishery clung to life, defying the odds. Each day brought new challenges, but also new hope. The experiment's future hung in the balance. By the end of the first year, the results were astonishing. The fish weren't just surviving, they were thriving, growing faster than expected. The desert's sunlight and managed nutrients created a plankton-rich buffet. Most remarkably, the fish began to breed, proving the ecosystem was self-sustaining. A new generation of fingerlings hatched in the desert lakes. The project was no longer reliant on outside fish. It had become a true nursery. Scientists observed rapid adaptations. Some fish developed higher salinity tolerance and new feeding habits. The desert became a living laboratory for evolution. Once barren basins now shimmered with life, a testament to the project's success. Fishermen pulled nets heavy with fish, a scene once unimaginable. The desert had been transformed by life. The lakes changed the desert's microclimate, raising humidity and softening temperature extremes. Morning dew and even rare rain showers appeared near the lakes. Vegetation took root along the shores, stabilizing sand dunes and attracting insects. Birds soon followed, gulls, herons, and ducks, some nesting among the reeds. The desert, once silent, now echoed with life. A simple but resilient ecosystem began to form, anchored by water and fish. Scientists monitor the long-term impacts, aware of risks like water diversion and invasive species. The project is a marvel, but also a delicate experiment. Its stability and effects on the wider desert remain under study. The transformation is both inspiring and a reminder of nature's complexity. The fishery has transformed local communities. New jobs in aquaculture and fish processing have brought stability and hope. Infrastructure, roads, schools, clinics has followed, improving lives. The Taklamakan Desert Fish brand is now a source of pride. The community's identity has shifted from struggle to success. Globally, the project inspires scientists and policymakers, sparking debate about its replicability. Delegations from other arid regions come to learn from China's experience. The story resonates worldwide, symbolizing innovation and the power to overcome the impossible. It's a reminder that bold ideas can reshape even the harshest environments. The desert fishery is a lesson in nature's resilience and human ingenuity. Life adapted and flourished in an alien environment, revealing the dynamic power of ecosystems. The project showcases science, engineering, and vision working together. It pushes the boundaries of environmental engineering and challenges our assumptions. Yet, it's also a call for humility. Large-scale interventions carry risks and responsibilities. The long-term sustainability of the fishery remains uncertain. Our ingenuity must be matched by wisdom and respect for nature's complexity. The shimmering lakes are a symbol of what's possible when ambition meets adaptation. The future depends on our ability to dream boldly and act wisely.